Hello, guys. Welcome to another blog by Rupeeting. We have Tanvi, Naman, and Sagar here with us today. And just before we start anything, none of this is investment advice. All of this is for entertainment and educational purposes only. So, hello, guys. I say something at least.
So, what are we talking about today?
We are talking about food.
Food.
So, food. Something related to food.
What is your favorite item to eat?
Chal, what's your most ordered food? Let's start there. Most
I
ordered.
can't speak.
Dosa.
Chhi.
Garlic.
Yeah, huh?
But dosa you can't eat as like soggy na. You have to go there and eat.
Exactly.
Chalo, apart from dosa, what else? Shawarma.
I've never had one.
Mine are also rolls only.
Yeah.
Mine is
Mine is garlic.
nothing. Mine's nothing.
Jain options.
But yeah, I don't order food here online. I prefer eating outside.
Wow.
That's nice. So, Naman, you mustn't have. You aren't one of the reasons why this company is done well.
Yeah, I'm not one of them.
Although, looking at your childhood pictures, one could believe that you might be. But
But
the company
sadly,
we are
no.
talking
Yeah.
about, yeah, the company we are talking about today is Jubilant FoodWorks, also
Or
known for their brand Domino's that we all have eaten. So, what is your view on Domino's, all of you?
Like my honest
Any-
opinion or
Honest
what?
Yeah,
opinion.
we don't take
responsible.
anything but honesty. Only.
Koi aa gaya. There's interruption here.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like Domino's. I just don't like the crust. I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like how they have like thick crust pizzas. I want thin crust pizzas.
They
Like I
offer
prefer,
thin crust pizzas also.
but it's still not thin enough for me. Like I need it to be sturdy.
No, no, you need to stop body shaming. Okay, like, I'll be honest with you. It's his choice.
The
But okay,
But
pizzas
yeah,
not a
too.
word
even
about it.
even I
So
don't
what,
like
Tanvi, I heard your favorite pizzeria was some pizzeria called Non-Stop.
What?
You want,
Please,
you want to shed some light on that?
no, I don't want to. I like Domino's the best.
Good. So yes, we have today, like what we are talking about today is Jubilant Foods, also known for Domino's, and excuse me, and the stock of Jubilant Foods has come down 40% since FY22, and that was its high. And let's talk about why that has happened.
Why, Laksh? Has that happened?
Everything I am only.
Please
Yeah.
enlighten us.
So, what do you all think Zomato is to Domino's? Business dilutive, business accretive.
Dilutive. Yeah.
Anyone?
I think it's
I
a
think
win-win situation
yeah,
for
I think
both
it's a win-win
Domino's
situation.
and Zomato
And Zomato.
Okay, why do you think so?
because Domino's is too large to not be on any of the delivery apps. So if somebody is using a Zomato or Swiggy, the likelihood
Correct.
of them knowing Domino's and ordering from Domino's and Domino's being their go-to place is very high. Um, so they would probably make Domino's as a choice for ordering.
Correct.
And for Domino's, it doesn't really matter, right? I mean, it's about their product is pizza. Now, um, whether it is distributed through their own store, through their own app, or through a third party app, the more the avenues for sales and the larger the distribution, the better it is for the food company. Whereas that's probably not the case for a Zomato or Swiggy because their main business is not food, their main business is delivery. Um, and Domino's having that kind of pull in the market obviously benefits them more than not having Domino's. But
But
Domino's ke liye, I think it's win-win either
isn't it
way.
more for Zomato and less for Domino's? Because
Mm,
Domino's, if it's on Zomato and Swiggy, it is paying a hefty commission fee to Zomato and Swiggy, right?
Yeah. Earlier
no.
they used to have their own like delivery options, like 30-minute deliveries and stuff.
That still, but the thing is, the fact, like what the thing is, Domino's still controls its delivery. So if you order a pizza from Domino's through Zomato, Zomato's delivery executive won't be assigned. Domino's will deliver you the pizza. It is just that Domino's uses Zomato as a platform.
Oh.
No, but it
So
is.
they don't
It,
end up paying. So typically, a restaurant will pay a commission to Zomato or Swiggy for a
Yeah.
listing, right? For them just to be listed. For them to have a preferred listing, they would pay a even higher amount. And on top of that, if they're using delivery services of Zomato and Swiggy, they would pay for delivery as well. So for in the case of Domino's, what happens is delivery is taken care of by Domino's itself, so they don't have to pay any delivery fee or charges to Swiggy or Zomato. Um, I don't know about the preferred status because Domino's as a brand is anyway established. So I don't think like if I were in Domino's shoes, I wouldn't spend too much time like ranking myself higher in the pizza search or whatever.
Hmm.
And in terms of commissions, while 40% is the usual going rate, 30-40% for normal restaurants, uh, the rate is much lower for Domino's because Domino's has the kind of volume that Swiggy and Zomato also benefit out of. So, from a bargaining power standpoint, I think Domino's, Swiggy and Zomato need Domino's more than they need any of the other restaurants that are listed on the platform. So they can't really go up and say कि 30% दे Zomato बोलेगा गांड मारा. So
hmm.
sorry, Domino's बोले हाँ. but we can't
Domino's
say
will,
that.
right?
But anyway, yeah. So they end up paying lower commissions than the others.
Yeah.
But is
And
it like a thing that they're covering it through volume growth? The the money that they spent on commissions.
mm,
But
I
they're spending
mean,
lesser, na? So how does volume growth matter? But yeah, in a way, what you're saying is
cost.
in the right direction because Zomato and Swiggy will charge lesser commission because the volume is much higher from there.
Much higher.
So in
But
absolute terms, they will end up making more money from Domino's than any other restaurant that is listed on their app.
Yeah.
Okay, so now that we're back,
that
yeah,
way
where were we?
you need to go anywhere, do anything.
No,
You
my
good to
Wi-Fi
go.
stopped working. Yeah.
Hmm.
Hmm.
So where were we?
Non-stop.
We were Zomato affecting Domino's or not.
Yes. No. What do you all think?
So no, so basically then lower commissions,
Yeah.
but absolute volume will be still higher, and hence,
Plus
sorry, we were
cost
at
of
cost of
acquisition.
acquisition.
Compared to
So
peers,
why do you think the cost of acquisition for Domino's is lower compared to peers or
peers.
local peers?
Because um,
Why do you think the cost of acquisition for Domino's is lower compared to the others? Laksh.
okay, so Domino's and let's say Little Italy, which doesn't sell a pizza for $100. Okay, chal $1,000 order value, both of them.
Mm,
You order from both. Little Italy would pay 40% commission to Zomato, whereas Domino's would pay about 20%, which is half of what any local pizzeria pays.
mm,
So 400 goes to Zomato from there. So the cost of acquisition up to a certain level, you can say is 400 rupees for a new customer. And for Domino's, it is about 200 to 250.
I'll take one reason. Second, what else could lower cost of acquisition for a pizza chain?
Lower cost of branding, lower, or like they don't have to brand themselves as much.
Nice.
Because Little Italy has to come up. They have to pay the high, they have to pay higher commissions. Or chalo, let's take for example. Have you all seen the ads the Zomato has gotten out with Rami Singh and Chris Gayle
No.
in between the World Cup? Okay, so they've got out these ads in between the World Cup where uh, Zomato, like Chris Gayle and Ranveer Singh are talking, and then Chris Gayle is like, "Hey, oh, let's have this." So Ranveer Singh gives him an option, and then like biryani or something, and then he takes a name of a biryani ka shop or like a restaurant. So something like those, when someone like Little Italy does, or I don't know, any of the local pizzerias do, like 1441 pizzeria and all of that, they have to pay for those ads. Whereas Domino's doesn't need to, because Domino's, we know if nothing happens, if no pizza you like, Domino's is like a backup or even a first choice for some people. But whereas these small chains need to advertise themselves more, so that now from that ad itself, I picked up 3 restaurants and I ordered from them.
Yeah.
So they save money over there also, and that is, I feel it is mainly to do with scale. With Domino's having over about 2,000 stores in the country, it is
Yeah.
very evident that like people relate to a village or like a small town by saying कि अरे उधर Domino's है. And like I have done that. I had gone to some
Ah,
I'd gone to like a village or some, not village, but like a very small town in Maharashtra somewhere. And I was like, hey, it is not that backward because there was Monjani's and Domino's over there. And I was like, कुछ नहीं तो इधर से तो खाना आ ही जाएगा.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
that
No,
yeah.
so
Even
in the case of these brands, then what happens is like because they're existing for so long, their brand building costs were heavy when their scale was lower in the beginning. But now that they've scaled up, the cost of branding at a unit level becomes much lower compared to the others because they're already established as known names and trusted or reliable names.
and plus if you roll out one ad for 2,000 stores, it's much cheaper than when you
Yeah.
roll out one ad for like 2 stores.
Yeah. But then the question is that now that if we've established that Zomato and Swiggy are probably non-dilutive for Domino's, and that Domino's is an established brand with a lower CAC as well, why is the stock 40% down?
The stock is 40% down cause Naman.
No,
So no, in
no
Q2
convinced.
FY22, Q2 FY22, the company had missed its targets, revenue targets heavily, where all the brokerages went hammered down on the
which Q2
stock.
was this? Sorry.
FY22,
Huh.
October 21, basically. They missed their targets. Stockbrokers went hammered down. They were like, all reports were like, sell, 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 reduce, reduce, reduce. Then turn to March, 5 years down the line, March, short, 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 short. 5 years down
Cough
the
syrup.
line, right. 5 years down the line, its CEO, what do you say? The CEO resigned, and that took the stock down even further.
When did
So
he resign?
the
When did the CEO resign?
March 22.
Yeah. So on the day the news came out, I think the stock was down 15%.
Yeah. So like both of those events together tanked the stock quite a bit. And from there the stock is on its path to recovery. I don't know if we can say this, but
Yeah, no, stock nahi. The company is on its way to
the
recovery.
company, yeah,
Stock
the company
people
is
get
on.
reduced.
Sorry, yes, but okay. Do you think Zomato coming in, the slowdown? What do you think? What happened? Do you think Domino slowed down or no?
I think initially they should have
Log.
slowed down, no?
Okay.
New
Yeah,
players and though.
but like, I mean, the way Domino's has been operating, it doesn't look like it because higher downloads of their own app. So Zomato came in, the delivery came around 2015,
Yeah.
and at that time, the app, what do you say, Domino's app had around 2 million downloads. But since then, it has grown quite a bit. The downloads for the app,
They also have
and
special offers on their own app, right? Like other than Zomato.
yes,
But what are the
they
downloads
have.
like?
The downloads were about 7 million in 2018. Then it increased to about, I think, 35 million, and right now it stands at 50 million plus on Google Play Store.
Wow, that's like
Seven
five
times.
crore,
Yeah,
five
and
crore people.
sorry,
5 crore people. It's crazy how much like how many people order from like
yeah,
Domino's.
exactly. I mean, it is, Abhi, now it is like you have stayed as a student. It can be a staple for students, like keep
Yeah, yeah.
food,
I've seen my friends order Domino's like every
Zomato.
third day.
But they also order Domino's during match like cricket
Domino's.
games and football games. We should not forget.
Football games,
They have special offers for like cricket match.
movie nights.
But
So
we all don't know order so Domino's during movie night.
So that's the see Zomato Swiggy, for example, has like a 100 million plus downloads.
Hmm.
Um, Zomato also has 100 million plus, but this single app Domino's, like, which is only one food option, right? You've got
Yeah,
the number of restaurants on either Zomato and Swiggy is insane, but there's just one place and that's got like 50% of the entire downloads,
yeah.
uh,
I think
which is
to be
crazy.
exact, it's around 57 million, if I'm not
So
wrong.
even McDonald's, by the way, has 100 million plus downloads.
yeah, because these
Damn.
apps have like special offers on their company. Like these companies have special offers on their company apps.
Chal, Tanvi,
And
why do you think them offering discounts and offers is going to be dilutive or accretive for their margins?
creative.
It's the scholarship. Scholarship.
I don't even know the meaning of dilutive.
Sponsor.
Chal,
But
Naman, you
then,
take a dig at this. You take a shot. Accretive, you're saying.
yeah.
Why accretive?
Creative. Are you sure? They're giving
Accretive means like
discounts. They are giving
they're
discounts, huh? And we just
but that
remember.
also encourages more people to order from the app, right? And they don't
हाँ,
have
but at a
to.
unit level, margin का क्या होगा?
Uh, I think it's accretive.
What is your reasoning?
People the people using their own in-house app, they are saving those 20% cost which they are giving to Swiggy and Zomato. So I think they that factors in this. So them saving 20% there is them giving a discount on their own in-house app
And grabbing more
But it's also
volume.
and grabbing
Yeah.
more volume. Yeah,
So lower CAC and similar order values, but equals higher margin.
Yeah.
equals higher
Plus,
margin. Yeah.
plus it makes it gives you, like, if you keep on ordering from the same app, It becomes a habit of the consumer. Now every time I'm on my way back from Bombay to Pune or Pune to Bombay, on the highway, we stop at this one place where McDonald's is there in the food court. And now McDonald's on their app have those offers where you can just scan it and you can get cheaper combos. So now, as a habit, I don't go anywhere. There's KFC, there's Domino's, there's everything over there, but I don't check anything out. I directly go to McDonald's. I have the same burger every single time I cross that highway. So I feel it becomes like a habit for consumers.
Yeah. And even like McDonald's, Domino's has also captured the market in a similar way. So if you notice, like people traveling from trains nowadays, so overnight trains or even just normal regular travel, and you need some food, so their go-to option is like it's always Domino's, because I don't find any other delivery app that is delivering on trains except for Domino's, I guess.
Yeah.
So whenever people are traveling from trains, their go-to option would be, is it, am I?
No, no. No, 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 true. So that's the thing, right? Like repeat customers equal to lower CAC, even lower CAC. That's why like having a loyal customer base and people downloading any company's assets and directly ordering from there, cutting the middleman or distributor or whatever out will always be more beneficial.
Hmm.
Um, hmm. So, which
So
Domino's ad, by the way, do you remember the most? Out of, I think like a lot of their ads have been so iconic. But
okay,
do
I'll
you
just
do you
be
have any essay this thing? Do
yeah.
you remember any Domino's ad?
The Sindhi in me just remembers the 79 rupee pizza one. The what else is there? I remember when the cheese burst came out. That entire
Yeah.
you lift it
That
and
was
the cheese used to
so
drip
common.
and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had one pizza from there that is I don't know if I. It's very weird. I had a double cheese margarita, cheese burst,
Disgusting that is. You should live
and
in
that was
Gujarat, bro.
And people are shaking right now.
And
and that was just
but
cheese. I couldn't taste anything. It was just like it was like a fondue basically.
that's why I don't
Bread
like the
dipped in
concept of a
cheese.
margherita. It's just cheese and
That
roti.
is
No,
still okay, but like with cheese burst and then like the crust. I remember the ones where they had innovated and the crust
Uh,
had like
Was
a
yeah,
that?
cheese
Ha
filling.
ha
Kebab
ha
or
ha.
something, I think.
Yeah, then they had like chicken or whatever. Then they had multiple
Uh,
options on the crust.
Bro, they got in
But
momos also, beach mein, I think, if I'm not wrong. Momos or something.
they also have
Yeah.
that pasta on pizza and like burger toppings on
Yeah,
pizza.
pizza, pasta, burger, pizza burger,
I also like their
So yeah,
sandwich.
yeah. They added
tacos.
momos in their pizza crust. So last ka there's a thick part, no, at the end. Usme they added momos, I guess.
But
Even
you know
that
why I
happened.
like Domino's
That's
is
like
because
Delhi. Oh yeah,
no,
why do
because
you like Domino's?
they have these like Indian masala flavors that you won't don't get. You know, to get like chicken tikka or like butter chicken flavors. I don't know if Pizza Hut does the same, but it's still like Domino's does it perfectly. So if I want to
I
eat
think
like
they're all pointing towards product innovation.
Yeah,
So they've nailed the product innovation bit and understood
yeah,
the consumer like nobody else
oh
has.
yeah,
It's like they give something for everyone. Like taco bhi
even
bechte hai, burger bhi
even
bechte
for
hai, pasta bhi bechte hai.
vegetarian
But
people,
on that
vegetarian
note,
people.
this thing, do you remember like in your like business schools or whatever, you all would have studied like the four P's. Have you all done that ever?
Price,
price,
product,
product,
Product, price,
uh,
pro-
mm,
uh,
uh, uh,
price, product, penetration, like market
Yeah,
penetration.
penetration and
Penetration nahi hai na? Is there penetration also?
yeah,
No, it's
Yeah,
it's
not
thoda.
penetration.
No, re.
It's
there's four
price,
P's in
product, it's place, and it's
Promotion. Product, price,
promotion.
promotion.
place, promotion. So
Yeah.
if you go to look at it from that very theoretical standpoint also, like product they've nailed because of all the innovation and like Indianizing it and all of that. The price they have nailed again by like using, I think the earlier strategy was making everything very affordable, but now it is
Yeah,
sort of in that premiumization rut, like every other
They have
brand is doing in India.
they have that
gourmet.
offer,
They
getting four pizzas for like the basic pizzas for like $500 or something, which was
no, but
super.
like even premiumization, they've gone into like the entire part of gourmet where
Yeah.
they have a burrata cheese pizza, four cheese pizza, some pizza with basil on it.
Have you
Like
had the burrata one?
You've had those pizzas? I've never had those pizzas.
no,
I saw the burrata the other day. It came in like a chota plastic ka
छोटा
dabbi.
डब्बा. Or what's happening sometimes, these managers, these store managers, they are not giving the burrata only to people. Like delivery में उन लोगों को बुराटा ही नहीं मिल रहा है.
Arey, because burrata is so good na. Those guys must be eating it themselves, bro.
I swear रोटी से लगा लगा के
Burrata.
नमन के जैसा.
Hey, it's not me.
But
But how
actually,
I've
much
like,
never
used to
had.
be?
but the thing is, in the gourmet ka section, that basil leaf, olive oil, and all of that, they don't do it. Like they don't give it. You have to, as a customer, you have to sit and you have to lay the basil leaves. You have to
But
put
I think the
the
idea is also to understand that every ingredient, once the user is sort of like touching and feeling the ingredient, or
yeah,
they know that this ingredient is good or
yeah,
that
that's true.
this is authentic or whatever. Because normal pizza, mein, if somebody gives you an onion and says put it on your pizza, you'll be like fuck off,
Mm,
right? But if they
but it's like
someone like
Out of the house. Keep it.
it's like an experience also.
हाँ, so
Yes.
तुम
Like
1,000 रुपए भी भरो और तुम खुद ही बनाओ.
खुद ही बना हम लोग बस तुम्हें मैदा ये स्प्रेड आउट करके उसके ऊपर हल्का सा चीज टोस्ट करके दे देंगे.
They actually deliver the pizza like in small dabbas and you
Yeah,
pick it up.
so the pizza comes separately, the burrata cheese comes separately, oil, the olive oil and basil leaves, they all come separately.
I wouldn't mind doing that like with my
But
friends.
it's a very nice marketing gimmick, huh?
Experience.
Because if you give something like that, and like if suppose Domino's is giving all of this, and the people can actually touch it, remove it, and put it, and then slice the burrata cheese and all. It's a very good marketing gimmick. Like kids are definitely going to take videos and post it online. So it's kind of in a way a free promotional strategy where
yeah, I guess.
Domino's. Sorry?
Yeah, no, makes sense. Like it's the experience and like shareability of that experience. So
From
But
they, yeah,
That's
basically even
from the episode of The Office where everybody has to make their own pizza.
I haven't watched Office.
Moving
Anyone
on.
else?
नमन को तो पूछो ही मत. वो तो
नमन
नमन
को
टीवी भी
बोलो
नहीं
अरे
देखता, खाना भी नहीं
no,
मंगाता.
no, no,
नमन
no. I've watched The Office. I've watched The
वो
Office.
बोल अरे हमारा
what one
ऑफिस नहीं
episode?
रे.
Huh?
One
वो बोले
episode.
रोज में मीटिंग पे आता है.
Hey, no, yaar. I used to watch it while having lunch on TV.
अच्छा you have
Pehle.
lunch also.
Hey, shut up. I used
So
to
does
watch it on
Domino's.
Comedy Central.
Oh, then that's a
Hmm.
censored version.
There's a censored
Nee,
version also.
Naman is old enough to watch the censored version only.
Hey, shut up.
So yeah, product price they nailed the place as well because like delivery pioneers to say that hey 30 minutes otherwise free and
Yeah. Have you never
promotion with
gotten
all
it
the
free?
Yeah, they've always
I have
delivered within 30
Yeah,
You
I've
have?
never, I've never
as a
received a.
child but not
Yeah, not recent times, so there's no chance. Like,
But they
but
don't
No,
have that
as
yeah.
a
offer anymore. 30 minutes of free wala.
no,
Do
I
they?
think they do still have. Of course they do. That is
In
their
fact,
move main. That was the main USP, na, back in the day.
Yeah.
People, all the Marwadis sitting at home, के बस नहीं आए, नहीं आए, नहीं आए, नहीं आए. और
Or it
27th
is
minute पे आए, टिक टॉक.
So it became a betting company, not a pizza
Yeah,
company.
exactly.
Like, let's just
But
bet if it will come or not. Try our luck.
people have done cheap things also, like in my society. This one time, people had ordered Domino's. So like, and for some reason, two places pay the same guy was delivering. Okay. So in the C wing, he went to deliver, and he had kept the other order in his bike only, that big bike with a dabba piche. And my friends knew that it is going to one of our friends' house, so they took the pizza out and they started running away with it.
Oh shit.
And the guy was looking for the pizza. और फिर उसका हो गया वो 30 मिनट का एंड देन दे आर लाइक अभी फ्री पिज्जा तो इज लाइक मेरे पास पिज्जा ही नहीं है देने के लिए एंड दे हैड गॉन एंड केप्ट द पिज्जा समवेयर एल्स ओनली देन द एंटायर थिंग
Okay.
हैपेंड लाइक
what kind of friends do you have to do such
Just
things?
like him.
Judging Max.
why but it was fun bro it was too good I was so telling them we'll have a bite or two he's like अरे पागल है
No, but
That's
instead of even 30-minute pizza deliveries, they've also come out with 20-minute pizza deliveries, no? Right now in
yeah
14 cities.
yeah and they started off with Sagar's favorite
Sagar's
city
favorite.
Namma
what is it?
Bengaluru.
Namma Bangalore, the one place
Out
where you
of
take a bus to reach for
nowhere,
two
yeah.
hours, for 2 kilometers. You take an hour to
The
reach
amount of
somewhere.
But I think everybody's sort of like, I just feel that everybody was okay till it was 30 minutes across any platform. And then when
Yeah.
it became about 10 minutes, people are like, नहीं चाहिए bro. मतलब उसका बेचारे का एक्सीडेंट हो रहा है, मर रहा है इंसान, मेरी गाड़ी के नीचे आ रहा है. तुम लोग
But
रखो,
was
30 मिनट लगाओ, चलेगा, but just don't die. So,
I swear, news में the next morning is coming कि अरे एक so this one worker lost his life after a pizza or something.
yeah, so
Margarita
even
pizza.
this, right? Like, there was so much backlash when, like, Dipinder Goyal also announced that. I think he also came under pressure, Zomato ke liye, when Zepto and everybody was doing 10 minutes. And this guy also said something about food delivery reaching, like, in whatever, some amount
But
of time. And the whole internet went against it, saying, ki, we don't need it, bro. Like, you can chill.
Yeah.
Zepto's 10-minute delivery doesn't make a lot of sense also. Like their costs have increased quite a bit because of that. Because now they have to keep everything close to every customer.
Yeah, no, that is so there only. Like, obviously, I'm just
Plus
saying that, like, Domino's moving from 30 minutes to 25 or 20 or 15. I
20.
think
Yeah,
incrementally it doesn't make that big a difference in terms of value
exactly.
proposition from the user standpoint.
Because user, malab, if I get it in half an hour, then it's amazing.
Yeah.
If I
It's
get
good
it
I
in,
get
enough, right?
yeah, I don't think so. I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna be like, अरे अभी तो order किया है 5 मिनट में आया क्यों नहीं? It's like it's
yeah.
Yeah.
convenient to get home either ways. So I think 30 minutes is pretty nice. But I think it's again that they need to do something or the other for innovation. Now they set a
But that they
standard.
can do on product, right? That they can continue doing on product, on offers, on pricing,
Yeah,
packaging,
that's
like
but it,
packaging different products together or whatever.
pricing also they started no because of food inflation being very high and to like retain customers and give like be in a more competitive position compared to smaller players they reduce their prices also of vegetarian and non-vegetarian pizzas and this lasted quite a bit so like the pizzas earlier which you got around for 799 they've come down to around $500.
No, but has this affected either revenue or margins over the last, say, 2 or 3 years? Because if
No, they
prices
no.
come
That
down,
just
for
happened.
example,
They just happened. It just happened a few months, 1 2 months
no,
back.
but this is happening like the pricing aggression has been there from the beginning, right? Um,
Yeah, no, but margins, mein, there's nothing because the margins have improved rather.
so how has it been? Like, what's the revenue and margin like over, say, the last 2 or 3 years?
So over the last 2 years, the revenue has grown by about not 2 years. Sorry, fuck. 5 years, the revenue growth has been around 11 to 12% CAGR, but their margins have improved from, I think, 16 EBITDA margins have improved from, I think, 17% to 22% now.
So Domino's, interestingly, also has these phases of store expansion, which
Yeah,
they're embarking on now, right? So
no.
one of the other reasons why the stock has fallen so much also is because they are getting very aggressive in terms of store expansion. So from 2000, they're aiming for, I don't know, 3000 or some, whatever the number is,
Yeah,
but a
yeah.
very aggressive store expansion over the next 2 to 3 years. So what typically happens during that period is that any expansionary phase takes away a lot of cost because you're setting up
Mm,
the store. Once you set up the store is going to take some time in order to become more profitable. So it's not going to be like at 100% capacity utilization from day one. So you'll have more delivery feet, more staff, etc., but not as many orders. And then that equation slowly improves over time. So in that expansionary phase, it can be margin dilutive. However,
mm,
once all the stores on a net or average basis they start becoming more mature, your margin expansion kicks in again. So even the last time, even in Pratik Pota's period only, but like say 5 years back or whatever, there was a time when they got very aggressive on store expansion and the stock became almost flattish at that point in time. But as soon as the store expansion was like it reached that inflection point where it's going to mature and their margins are about to expand, the stock again rallied. So I think we're seeing a similar trend now where the stock is flattish through their expansion phase. But once the financials improve, the stock has the potential of sort of replicating what happened earlier. And that is sort of visible in the numbers, right? Like if you try to see what kind of growth or margins they'll do in 24, 25, there would be an acceleration in revenue growth and margin expansion expected over the next 2 years compared to,
yeah,
say, what was in the
yeah.
last 2 or 5.
The revenue growth, I think, for the next 2 years is 15% CAGR.
Hmm.
So that's obviously higher. And then this margin are like EBITDA margins are expected to go as high as 24% from current levels of
From
22. From current
Yeah.
levels of 22. So plus the company is also doing like instead of importing now raw materials because as it is raw material costs are very high. They are looking at more local players, domestic. I think in the last quarter only, the company said that we are going to stop importing our this what do you say sweet corns from America, and we are going to get them locally. So that helps them reduce their costs as well, and plus that will result into better margins.
Yeah. Plus, I think even the store expansion, right? What it does essentially is also taps into like very localized spaces and
Yeah,
distributes the load from one to another, reduces the delivery
exactly.
cost because you're adding more stores in the same place. So at maturity, you can have like 3 stores in the same area if it's a very crowded area, and you can distribute costs evenly and probably get into a more profitable zone by having that distributed model rather than one central kitchen. Um, yeah. So
Makes sense.
valuations. So when the stock fell
Yeah.
from 800 to say whatever 500, what do the valuations come down from? Because the company was still growing, right? So the valuations would have slipped.
So the 2 year forward, the 2 year forward P came down from I think highs of 100 to somewhere around 57,
And if there is
and
growth acceleration happening and management stability and margin expansion, then one can make a case of whatever for the valuations.
how how do you see it?
One can deduce what will happen to the valuations. If you cannot deduce what will happen to the valuations, then
We don't know what you're doing here.
hit the like button and exit.
Then we don't know what you're doing here. Then we'll first go watch Finance with Sharan.
Finance with Sharan will tell you not to buy the pizza and save that 100 rupees and put in SIP. And after
Yeah,
20 years, get 1 lakh rupees. Sharan, why you
yeah.
order pizza?
And then post that, he will go. He sits on Mumbai, like Marine Drive, and he asks people such stupid finance questions like what is alpha and all of that shit, and he gives them thousand bucks.
Dude, Marine Drive has become that only now. This all like all these influencers are only
But I'm
asking
like,
questions and shooting.
Influencers.
why don't we get the opportunity? Yeah, itna we bachpan se we not bachpan se, but like the past 4 5 years, itna we studied alpha. Why don't we get this opportunity?
You also go and
You
sit on
really
Marine
want the
Drive.
1,000 bucks? You'd rather
Yeah,
make alpha, no? Generate the money,
uh,
generate returns.
I think Sagar, what happens when I go to make alpha. All of you all will lose your alpha. Just see.
I'm the
No, we're all very good at investing. We all generate alpha. This is why we exist. The alpha crew.
Do this Sagar.
Now it's not coming. What an asshole laptop I have.
Hey,
Yeah, now it's
Oh,
coming. Yeah.
okay.
Cool. So,
so
to
Good
end
company.
with, what is your favorite pizza? Hey, do you remember Tarak Mehta had a pizza ordering episode?
where
Chal, I've
they
got a Tarak Mehta question here. All the
multiple
kids in
pizza.
the
No?
No, all the kids order pizza in the episode. Their parents say no, no, no ordering because COVID chal raha hai and all of that. So they're barred from ordering. Okay, the building has banned any orders from outside, and
Hmm.
these guys order pizza, but they're like where to eat now because the bade log will notice.
Oh yeah,
So
I remember this.
they find one place where they're actually eating the pizza. Where are they eating the pizza? That is the question.
I know.
Uh,
I guess I know.
For first chance, Laksh, because well, he's
I
a
don't know.
fellow.
I don't because I stopped watching Tarak Mehta after.
He,
But I
Tanvi.
think the
Okay, Tanvi
clubhouse.
doesn't
The
know.
clubhouse.
I don't know. Who's
No, they're not
society?
doing it in the clubhouse.
Terrace.
No.
I
The
know.
society.
Oh, I'm so sure of this.
Naman, bata chal.
It's Anjali's. It's Tarak Mehta's house.
Oh, excellent.
How Tarak Mehta's house was allowed?
They were
Arey,
like
they were out.
talking.
Tarak Mehta and
Oh,
Anjali Mehta go out, and then their extra chavi is in
okay.
Jethalal's house.
Uh,
So these kids go and take the keys from there and start partying in Tarak Mehta and Anjali Mehta's house.
oh
But isn't
no.
his wife's name Daya or something?
Eh,
Daya.
That is
uncultured.
Jethalal's
No,
name,
no.
by the way.
Total Tarak Mehta
Please,
noob.
okay.
No,
My favorite line of Jethalal is where uh, I think they're going
चाय
to
पियो
Disney.
बिस्किट खाओ चाय पियो बिस्किट खाओ
No. Where they are going to Disneyland or something, and they had come back and they were showing everyone the photos that where Daya and all. So Daya was wearing a Mickey Mouse ka hat or something. ठीक है ना? तो someone said that अरे दया भाभी ये कितना अच्छा टोपी है आपका and जेठालाल goes like हाँ बहन टोपी पहनती है भाई टोपी पहनाता है. And I feel Jethalal and Sundar ka that entire combination is the best combination.
On the note of combos, here's a wrap
Oh,
to the podcast.
here's, here's a wrap. No.
Here's a
The
wrap on the
pizza.
podcast.
Oh,
Here's
It's
okay.
a
wrapping
wrap,
the
yeah.
podcast up, and hence goodbye. See you next time.
Bye.